Why did my brutally honest friend start crying when I finally gave her the same honesty she gave everyone else? I was friends with a woman named Greta for almost 8 years. She called herself brutally honest. She said most people were too scared to tell the truth, but she wasn't like that. She said she cared too much about her friends to lie to them. What this actually meant was that Greta said cruel things constantly and expected everyone to thank her for it. When I got a new haircut, she said it made my face look rounder, and I should grow it back out. When I bought a new dress for a wedding, she said the color washed me out and I looked tired. When I started dating someone new, she said he seemed boring and she didn't understand what I saw in him. She never had anything nice to say. Every compliment came with a condition. Every observation came with a criticism. But if anyone ever said anything even slightly negative to her, she would shut down completely. She would get quiet and her eyes would water, and suddenly everyone had to comfort her and apologize. She could dish it out, but she absolutely could not take it. Our friend group noticed this for years, but nobody said anything because Greta was sensitive. That was the word everyone used. She was just sensitive. So we all walked on eggshells around her while she stomped all over us with her brutal honesty. Last fall, Greta announced she was getting married. Her boyfriend proposed after 5 years of dating, and she wanted all of us to be bridesmaids. She sent a group message with her wedding colors and her expectations, and a list of things she needed from us. The list was long. She wanted us to throw her 3 separate parties. She wanted us to buy specific dresses that cost over $400 each. She wanted us to take a week off work for her destination wedding. She wanted us to pay for our own flights and hotels. She said she knew it was a lot, but real friends would make it work. Over the next 6 months, Greta became unbearable. She criticized everything we did for her. The engagement party wasn't fancy enough. The bridal shower decorations were the wrong shade of pink. The bachelorette trip wasn't exciting enough, even though we spent $3,000 planning it. Nothing was ever good enough. She told one bridesmaid her arms looked flabby and she needed to work out before the wedding photos. She told another bridesmaid her skin was breaking out and she should see a dermatologist before the big day. She told me my makeup skills weren't good enough and I should watch tutorials so I didn't embarrass her in pictures. She said all of this with a smile because she was just being honest and wanted us to look our best. The week before the wedding, she sent the group chat a message saying she was disappointed in all of us. She said we weren't being supportive enough. She said she expected more from her closest friends during the most important time of her life. She said she hoped we would step up in the final week because so far we had let her down. I read that message and something in me broke. I spent 8 years listening to her tear people apart. I spent 6 months planning events she criticized. I spent thousands of dollars on a wedding she complained about constantly. And now she was saying we let her down. I responded to the group chat. I told her the truth. I said the engagement party was beautiful and she was rude about it. I said the bridal shower was thoughtful and she complained the whole time. I said the bachelorette trip was expensive and exhausting and she didn't thank anyone once. I said her brutal honesty was just an excuse to be mean to people who cared about her. I said real honesty would be telling her that she was a difficult person to be friends with, and this wedding had shown everyone exactly who she was. I said if she wanted honest friends, she should be able to handle honesty in return. Nobody else said anything in the chat for about 10 minutes. Then Greta responded. She said I was being hurtful, and she couldn't believe I would attack her right before her wedding. She said she was always honest because she loved us, not because she wanted to hurt anyone. She said I was clearly jealous of her happiness and she didn't need that energy in her life. She removed me from the wedding party that night. I didn't go to her wedding. Neither did 3 other bridesmaids who reached out to me privately and said they felt the same way, but were too scared to speak up. Her wedding party went from 8 people to 4. I heard from mutual friends that she cried about it for weeks. She told everyone I ruined her special day by being cruel to her for no reason. She still doesn't see the irony. She spent 8 years being brutally honest with everyone around her, but the moment someone was honest with her, she called it an attack. Some people really can't handle their own medicine.